away for a while, but we always take out time to re-strategize to make sure that we give you nothing but the best. The program you're watching is Excellence Impact and on High Television. This program is highly interactive. You can be part of the program using the numbers you find on your screen. I will go straight to our topic of today. Youth, beware. Two types of wealth: godly wealth and satanic wealth. You choose godly wealth and life. Satanic wealth destroy lives and generation. That's our topic of today. We know recently, in these recent times, a lot of people, everybody wants to be rich, everybody wants to make money, they want to make name, they want to leave a legacy, they want to drive the best cars, they want to build the most expensive and beautiful houses. How you go about it matters a lot, and that's what we'll be discussing on this edition of the program. And the person to give us the insight of this topic of today is no other person than the mascot of this program, Mosoke Lucas Lyonga. It's a pleasure to be with you on set today.
Wow, I'm happy to be here. It's always a pleasure to be at High TV, and I think that this is a good day for me, and I'll do my best by God's grace to just see that which is going to help the young Cameroonians and young Africans in a world that is full of so many challenges and so many difficulties. It's high time this topic goes through. Thank you.
Thank you very much. You just mentioned challenges and difficulties because recently, it's a fact that we are going through trying times. A lot of things are difficult and everybody wants to make money. And the most important thing that you hear our youth of today will tell you, they will tell you that the most important thing, the goal is just to make money no matter how. Mr. Musoke, how will you refer to that kind of a statement?
No, the goal in life is not to make money. The goal in life is to fulfill the purpose of your life, the purpose for which you were created. That is what is more important. Because you can make all the money and you don't fulfill the purpose of your life, you have failed. It's the same thing like organizations, companies, families. They have targets. They have things that they wish to achieve. And if they don't achieve those things and they have all the money in the world, but don't achieve what they wish to achieve, then they have not made it. So what is more important is to make it in life, is to be able to fulfill the purpose of your life, is to be able to accomplish that which you were created to accomplish. That's what's more important. To some people, they'll need a lot of money to be able to accomplish that. To some people, they may not need too much, but they'll be able to accomplish that which they were created to accomplish. So it all matters with respect to that which you are supposed to achieve in life. There are some people who have a big or a great calling, a high calling that requires them to reach out to millions of people in the world. Those set of people need a lot of resources in order to do that. But there are some people who just need to reach out to a few persons and maybe their families. They may not need so much resources to be able to accomplish that. So all is a matter of accomplishing the purpose of your life and meeting up with that which we created to accomplish in life.
You just mentioned, before we're going to start looking into godly and satanic wealth, I want you to talk about the purpose, because you talk about purpose. How can a youth or a young person discover that this is my purpose, this is what I was created to do? What makes you to feel that you are actually on the right path?
I will say something here that will be a little bit very difficult to understand, but that's the truth. You cannot know the purpose of your life if you don't know God. So it is in God that you discover the purpose of your life. I want to make this point very clear. Some people are doing a lot of things, but they don't know the purpose of their life. The purpose of your life is not necessarily the career in which you've gone to school to study geography. That's not necessarily the purpose of your life. The purpose of your life is that which God created you to do, and you can only know it through God himself. And that's why I tell young people that the purpose of your life is hidden in godliness. It's hidden in the God who created you, and he has put it in you. And for you to know it, you should be able to ask God himself to tell you the purpose of your life, and he will show you, he will tell you, he will lead you, he will direct you, so that you can fulfill the purpose of your life. Many people are living on earth, they are doing a lot of things, but that's not the purpose for which they were created. And again, from an easy perspective, though that's not really the main way, it's that which you are able to do, that which you can do freely, that which is natural to you. It's also a guide. But the purpose of a person's life is hidden in God, and God has placed it in you. So you need to know God so that you'll be able to accomplish the purpose of your life.
All right, thank you very much. And just to let our viewers know that this program is not just limited to Christians. We're talking about God. You follow God. If you are Muslim, you follow your Allah. The purpose of your life is in them, is hidden in them. So make sure that we are not just neglecting only, we are not talking only to Christians, we are also talking to the general public. Okay, we now go to the topic. Let's start discussing. You talk about two types of wealth, the godly wealth and the satanic wealth. Can you differentiate them for us?
Yes, I wish to say that there are two types of existence. That's for where this is coming from. It means that you are either with God or you are with the satanic world. There is no neutral person. Any neutral person is already with the satanic world. And it is from that basis that there are two types of wealth. There are two types of lives. There are two types of everything that is existing. There are two types. You have the genuine and you have the counterfeit. The counterfeit is on the side of Satan. The genuine is on the side of God. So it also works with wealth. Even when you are building your life, you can be building your life from the natural perspective of the world of darkness, or from the divine perspective of the line of the living God. These are realities that cannot be changed. That's how it is. You are either with God or you are not with God. And you are not with God by assumption. You are with God by decision. You are with God. I wish to repeat. You are with God by decision. You take a decision to follow God and you ask Him to make you His child. If you don't want to follow God, as many people don't wish to follow God, they are following Satan. But when things are rough, they call the name of God. The God that they are calling is the God of their father. And you know the God of their father is that God that is with small g. Because they are, you can say God and you're talking of God with small g. So there's nothing bad. You can use the name God. But you can say God and you're calling the God with big G. So this is what people need to know. There are two ways. And the Bible makes it clear to, let me just call the Bible because that's one of the books that is very important. It makes it clear there are two ways. You choose one of the way, it leads to death. You choose the other way, it leads to life. So we are talking about wealth that leads to life and wealth that leads to death. And I'll be making it very easy so that the youth should understand which one we are talking about and which one they should choose. So when you talk about godly wealth, it's talking about the wealth that is genuine, that comes with all honesty, that comes from the throne of God. That is God that released this wealth to you. But it is not just released like that. You have to be able to follow the principles of life, the principles of creation. You work for wealth. You work for riches. It's not given to the lazy. It's given to those that have studied, that have made up their mind, that have surrendered to God, and He opens the doors for you. And by so doing, you have opportunities, or you create opportunities by His divine wisdom, like the case of Solomon that He gave wisdom to and blessed him with a lot of wealth. And Solomon could use the wisdom from God to manage the wealth that was given to him. So we are saying that in the world in which we live today, the world has careers, it has professions, it has vocations. Now you may be in one of these vocations or these professions or one of these entities that is existing today, and you build up your life in order to produce or to generate wealth. We are saying that the godly wealth is that one which is being produced by a godly person. It means that you are with God. You are doing things with respect to the principles of the Bible, the principles of God. You are not going against scripture. You are working with God. You are doing things in line with God. Even if you are an engineer, you do things like God. Even if you are a medical doctor, even if you are a teacher, even if you are a professor, even if you are who, you stick to the principles of God. all what will be generated will be godly wealth. On the other hand, if you are not with God and you have the billions or trillions, all that one is satanic, because the person that is driving you to do all those things has to do with the satanic world, the one that controls the world. The Bible says that the king of the world is coming, but he has nothing in me. It is the same one who wanted to deceive Jesus Christ, who failed. He is the same one that is controlling a lot of things in the world today. So the only way to overcome him, walk according to the Bible. Don't thwart the way. Go by the way of the scripture and limit yourself to that. God will bless you so much in your career, in your profession. Don't copy other people who are using other methods. Stick to that which God is telling you and walk by that. By so doing and continue now in your profession, whatsoever, whether it's business, whether it's what you are doing in life, God will bless you in that line, and that will lead to godly wealth.
Do we still have this kind of existence where you are talking, you said that you do everything, whether you are a lawyer, whether you are who, you just do everything? Do we still have those kind of people in this world today? Do they exist? Can you even function like that?
No, it's not a matter of having people like that. It's a matter of having principles, lay down kingdom rules and regulations. It now depends on people to choose. That's why the Bible does not force anybody. It says, choose ye this day whom you will serve. Choose you this day whom you will serve. But as for me and my family, we will serve the Lord. We will serve the Lord. It's a matter of choice. The whole world can choose the satanic way and go their way, but it has its consequences. At the end, its consequences is death. I want to talk about death. You're talking about physical and spiritual death. But the other way, which is very difficult and many people don't like it, including pastors, don't like it. There are many pastors that are in the satanic way. They are dubious. They are manipulative. They do all type of gimmicks and gymnastics to get money and to do things. They are not, though they carry a title, forget about that title they are carrying. It is their action that matters. It's not the title. There are many of them, they are on the satanic lane and they are deceiving people and they are going ahead. There are few people who choose the godly lane, and I am advising youth, please, it's painful, very difficult, but I want you to choose the godly way, because that's where the glory of God is found and you get all which comes from God. But it's a very difficult way, and they will attack you. They will do everything to molest you. They will do everything to pull you down when you are on the godly lane. It's a complex lane, because the attacks that are on that lane are enormous. But we have a God that is able to deliver us and to avenge us. It's the same thing that Jesus Christ himself, he faced difficulties. People hated him for nothing. A good man that came to do good, but they hated him. So don't think that in your own days today they will love you when you are on the godly lane. They will instead see you as a threat to the evil and the deceptions that is existing in the world today.
Okay, and we know you have taken, you are advising the youth to take the godly way. That's the way that leads to life, that leads to righteousness. Now I want us to also look at certain things that these youth will face along the line. Even though you say it's going to be very difficult, I want us to be picking some of them and talk about them, so that they know that if they come across something like this, they will be able to know how to really overcome. I want us to first of all start with peer pressure. Now like this, you find a youth surrounded by so many friends, and when they tend to do things the right way, they are being mocked, they are being laughed at, they have been, you know, their friends, they always insult them. So it's difficult for them to live within that circle, trying to do the right thing or trying to behave differently from the others. So if they are faced with peer pressure, what should they do?
Yes, that's where we talk about self-discipline. Self-discipline in godliness. It means that, first of all, you have the fear of God. And when you have the fear of God, the peer pressure will even be stronger on you than those who don't know God. Because the peer pressure will come in a way that will want you to fall from that which you already hold. So know that there is what we call self-discipline. For example, we had a method, a system that we were growing up with, that we don't visit a girl alone. For example, now that was a precautionary measure, that you do not want to visit a girl alone. Not that you will even go to that girl's house and something will happen there. No, but you are just so much taking precaution that when people see you coming out of that girl's house alone, it leaves an impression. It might not be that there is anything, but just the fact that you alone, you are coming from that girl's house at 8 p.m. for example. But if two of you are coming from a girl's house at 8 p.m., they say no, but there are two of them coming out from that girl's house at 8 p.m. So there are precautionary measures, and one of the key skill and virtue that youth need is this virtue of self-discipline. It means that know that the temptations you are facing, other people have faced it and they have overcome it, and other people will still face it after you. So you are not the first person to face it. So one of the things that Jesus did is that he spoke. He said, "Get thee behind me, Satan." So all those peer pressure and other things that are out of the word of God, they belong to Satan. So tell them to get thee behind you, Satan. If young girls are coming around you like a young man, tell them, get thee behind me, it's Satan. We are not saying that all young girls who are coming around you are coming with a funny motive, but 99.999999% of young girls who are coming around a potential person carrying virtue and value, they are coming for you, maybe for marriage or for help or for something to be given to them. So 99.99999%, which means that just assume that all of them are coming for something to free yourself. Don't assume that there's one there, because you may not know the one that has a clean motive. So just assume that all of them. So take your precaution already as far as all of them are concerned. Don't blink your eyes. Don't take it for granted, because young girls tomorrow, they'll pull you down, they'll frustrate you, and they'll be the first person to laugh at you that see, he was claiming and the rest. So that peer pressure, there is self-discipline. Then there is knowledge. You need to have knowledge. You need to understand how certain things work, how certain things function. Some things start in a very little way, in a subtle way. By the time you want to realize, it has grown and pull you down. And let me say this, that there are two things that easily pull down a young man. There is sexual immorality and there is money. The love of money. The love of money and sexual immorality. These two key factors have pulled down young people, nations, leaders, empires. The old Roman Empire was destroyed because of sexual immorality. It was at the heart of the destruction of the former Roman Empire that covered the whole of Europe and so on. But today, I'm talking to young people. Know that there are destructive forces all around you. All around you, there are destructive forces. In school, at your job site, at your professional site, and everywhere you find yourself, even in families. There is, and there will always be, those evil forces that want to pull you off your lane. So the peer pressure is there, it's existing. Peer pressure is natural, and you will be there forever till the world will come to an end. So don't think that it is in your own time that you say it's not easier. Hey, please, it's not easy here. It's not easy for everybody. It's not only easy for you. So don't think that you are alone. Everybody is facing the same problem you are facing. So don't put yourself into difficulties you are facing. So take your stand. Make up your mind to say no to what is not good. Say no to evil. Say no to ungodliness. Free yourself from trouble and make your request known unto God at all times. At times, it's even good to consult friends that you know that can be mentors and ask them, how do you manage such an issue? Especially in the world of digital technology today, social media and the rest, they are all type of trash online and the rest. You should not bother go and be checking all type of things. Just limit yourself to that which you know that is of God, and that which you know that it will help you. Learn from your past errors and mistakes, and learn from the errors of others. Then you are sure. There are many things we will say today depending on the questions that will be asked by the journalist. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Musoke. And I'm so pleased for himself in a situation, because his friends are like, you are not yet a man, you are weak and all of that, and they are forced to do certain things that they are not supposed to do. Like they always say, the right path is always not very straight, it's rocky, it's narrow, but you have to walk through that road. Another aspect I want us to discuss is pressure from parents. You find a young girl, you find a young man in a home and struggling and God-fearing too, but you see the parents will always want to compare that this other person is doing good, this your friend is doing good, and you are here and all of that. Parents also push their children to go the satanic way, Mr. Musoke.
Yes, please listen to me very well, youth. When you have parents or aunts or uncles, check first of all, are they godly? Because there are two types of parents. They are godly parents and they are ungodly parents. There are parents that tell you to steal. There are parents that even advise their daughters to get pregnant, that they are already old. Get pregnant quick and have your 2-3 children before you continue to wait. Their parents, those are ungodly parents. Those are evil advice that is coming from their parents. Such parents are evil parents. They are satanic in their nature and in their ways. Then you have good parents that will tell their daughter, just continue to build up your life. Godly parent, that's a godly advice. So be careful with the advice that is coming from you. Parents are there that are very, very evil, and they will tell you all type of evil things, all type of wicked things. They will tell you there's nothing wrong to have a boyfriend and the rest. Have your child, you have your 2-3 children, and so on. And that's how they have ruined so many of their daughters. So what am I saying here? I'm saying that take good advice from good parents. Drop bad advice from bad parents. I'm very clear. Whether it's your boss, whether it's your uncle, whether it's who, bad advice don't take. Again, a bad parent can still give you good advice. Please, somebody can be bad, but in a situation, he tells you the right thing to follow. Don't reject it. Take that right thing. So, in principle, take only that which you know is correct from whichever source is coming from.
A parent that go and buys a name for the child to be better in future, is that a bad parent?
A parent that goes and buys a NAM or buys a public exam, buy it, go and pay money for the child to go into that school, is a bad parent. You have sown a bad seed in the life of your child, because that child knows that the father has paid 8 million, 6 million to be like this. It is the satanic, it's the consequences of the satanic and evil regime. Normally, all these things are supposed to be on meritocracy. People write, and when they merit, or as they said, they do it on a regional balance basis, in a way that everybody should benefit. But they have made it in a way that is corruption that is driving most of these institutions. Most of the institutions are driven by corruption. We know that there are a few cases of students who pass, their names come out, yes, there are a few cases, but the majority of the cases is through corruption. A father who goes and pay money and bribe, he will follow your child throughout his life until you die and leave this earth. That guilt that the father bought this entrance for him, that guilt will follow him for life. Whether you like it or not, he's going to face the consequences of that which you have done in his life. You must not necessarily go to a NAM. If you realize that the only way out is corruption, you leave it, you drop it. God did not create you that you must go to a NAM. You must not necessarily go to a NAM. Look at that which God has called you. He has already opened the door for that which he has called you. You must not necessarily go to a NAM. Don't soil your life because you must go to queues, a NAM, and things like that. No, please follow the right thing. Follow the right thing. That 7 million father want to pay in the NAM, take it and buy 2 taxis. Be driving one and good testimony for your children? No.
It's easier said than done. Like you said, we blame the regime. It's just the way the system functions. You know, there's this saying that the patient dog eats the fattest bone, but nowadays we are realizing that the patient dog does not have any other bone to eat, because those who are fast have come in and eaten all the bones and they stay hungry.
No, I don't know who came up with that issue of the patient dog.
Okay.
I said I don't know who came with the issue of the patient dog eats the fattest bone. Strategically, and know what you need at what time, and get it, because there is time for everything. The Bible makes it clear. There is time for everything. When it is time for something for you, get it. It may be difficult, but look for the way to get it, the right way to get it. Don't wait and waste time forever. That you are a patient dog who want to eat the fattest bone. There may never be any fattest bone anywhere. If you don't follow timeliness and godliness, no, you may miss everything. So it's a matter of timeliness. When it is time for your thing, take it. When it is time for you to get married, get married. Don't say that your friends are not yet married, so you will not get married. No. When it is time for you to go to school, go to school. When it's time for you to build your profession, build your profession. When it's time for you to become, because time is scarce. There are many things that I could teach youth. Or if I cannot come and teach youth directly, we can hold a program here on board live, and I teach you guys live on board. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Musoke. You are always coming every Monday prepared and loaded to give knowledge or to dish out knowledge out there to the public. Now, I want us to look at a different set of persons. Not everybody believes in God. I know that we have Muslim, I know that we have Christian, but we have atheists. They don't believe in God. And we have people like that who do good. In the society, we know them. They prefer to do good. They prefer to help the needy. They prefer to help the poor, give out. They prefer to send other children to school, just doing good, but they don't believe in God. So where do they fall? Satanic or godliness?
Generally, I will ask people to do good. Whether you are godly or you are not godly, whether you are an atheist or not, do good. That's a general remark in life. Do good. Many atheists have been converted. Converted. But even if they are not converted, let them do good. Yes.
Thank you.
Let them do good.
All right. You know, it seems as if the way to Christ, or the way leading to Christ, is a bit difficult. You mentioned something about in a world where we have a lot of challenges. I want us to go back to that. Times are hard. People don't have money, and they always advise people. Even you yourself, you used to tell people, you used to tell most especially young people, to act smart. There are some things that somebody might want to act smart and get that thing, and maybe in the course of acting smart, you may do something that is not really godly. So how do we cope in such a society? Be
specific.
When you say,
let's say something we must do. Give us an example. Then let's look at how to solve the problem. Yes. Let's the way you talk like that in the air, people don't understand what you mean.
Let's take like
something which there's no way for you to do it. You must do something. Just quote us so that we look at it.
For example,
yes,
we say people should act smart. Now, if you go online, you see what these guys who use machine, I don't want to, they call themselves the scammers, the machine guys. They used to do and take money very fast. They make it in life. Do we say that they are not being smart, or are they going the satanic way?
No, you are saying something which has a solution. The solution is get money the right way. They are getting money the wrong way. So you are quoting an example that has a clear solution. Scammers are getting money the wrong way. You should not get money the wrong way. Get your own money the right way.
It's easy. What's the right way? Is it easy to get?
That is why I'm saying that you should give an example of something which there's no way for you to get it except you go the wrong way. From what you were saying,
no, it's a matter of
I
choice.
thought that there is something which you think that there's no